Hey everyone, welcome to Barstool Bitcoins. Today we're going to be going through a couple different news stories. This is the first episode of Barstool Bitcoin, so our goal for you today is to get a feel for what this show is all about. This isn't some politically correct show. This is where we discuss crypto as a whole for the community. No censorship, no political bullshit. We're just going to get right into the down and dirty, right into the controversy of what's happening, and right into the good of what's happening too, so that you can make more informed decisions and have a point of contact with the crypto community. So I'm on the line here with Weil Rajab. What's up, Weil?
What's up? What's up? It's Weil, as he said. Hope everybody is doing well. This is our first episode. Extremely excited to start this up. Like he said, this is no bullshit. It's straight to the dirty stuff, and we're gonna just deliver as much content as possible.
Yeah, not only the dirty stuff there,
Yeah.
buddy, but we'll get right into it here. So at the time we're shooting this, Bitcoin price is hovering right around 6,600 USD. What do you think about that? Wow, what are we looking at here?
Well, talking about that, looking at the whole crypto market, it actually jumped $40 billion in the last 2 days.
The market cap, right? Is that just Bitcoin?
No, that's everything. So mostly Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP with the most major gains, and then you have XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and EOS with great performance as well. So Bitcoin did jump up to 68, I think was the top, and we couldn't hold that, and now we're back down.
Mm-hmm. Well, those are the top 5 market cap coins, right? EOS, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, Ethereum,
And Bitcoin itself.
Bitcoin, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's good. We got some money coming back
Well,
into the total market cap.
yeah, but on the other hand, I've seen, CNBC and another news outlet state that 800 plus cryptocurrencies are dead, as Bitcoin is 70% of its record high. So I'm seeing a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt right now. A lot of people are thinking their coins are going to shit. Another thing, maybe this is just quick fact, another thing I wanted to share is that since I born in Ontario and I'm in Ontario right now, I'm seeing another thing on CCN that states that 40% of crypto investors in Ontario have all sold their portfolios. So
Really?
I think a lot of people are getting shaken out. This is the time to buy and invest. Even if it gets slower, just keep investing what you can. A lot of people are definitely, selling their positions, and they will regret that later.
Yeah, this is definitely not financial advice, by the way. I think
Yeah,
let's jump
definitely
right
not
into
advice.
the news stories here, because you touched on something. I actually saw it as well. I think you said 800 crypto projects are considered dead, but on TechCrunch they released a publication saying that 1,000 crypto projects are dead, which makes
Wow.
total sense. Like, how can all these ICOs keep popping off and then stay inside of the total market cap, like, if there's no volume? It just doesn't make sense. Like,
No, for sure. With the whole overall market going downwards, there's only a few coins that are doing great right now. But I think, like you said, this is not financial advice. But I was listening to Tony Robbins earlier this morning, and he was stating that some stocks, they're up at $70 and they've fallen down to the couple of dollars, and that does hurt a lot. But the people who've sold there will take the loss, and it will go from like $1 or 75 cents, because they're stating that all these projects have fallen under $1. But that's a lot of FUD. People aren't buying, and they're gonna sell after seeing these. But if you buy them at under $1 at cents, and when it goes back to $3, $4, $5, it's thousands of percents of ROI, and you might never ever make that in your whole life. So
yeah, if it goes back to over $1,
yeah,
right?
definitely. And I think some
I
of
mean,
these
half of these
projects.
coins are pure shit. Like, they don't
Oh
do
yeah,
anything.
definitely. Yeah. I have a strict, checklist, you could say, that I look out for when investing into like ICOs. I just like investing into technology. like new platforms like EOS, Cardano, credits, and things like that.
Infrastructure coins are great because
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
power the whole blockchain, right? But I think there's just been so much skepticism and so much scamming by the like crazy shady ass people that the ICOs have really taken like a bad rap, and like they're just being labeled as like supremely risky, which I think is justified because there are a lot of ICOs that just totally flop, and it's a pure like pump and dump, or just it's essentially crowdfunding where the business doesn't have any intent on actually fulfilling what they claim their vision to be. And I mean, you have like people at the Nasdaq claiming that ICOs pose serious risk for retail investors, like authoritative people, and then John McAfee, arguably the most accredited ICO promoter of all time, said that he's going to stop promoting ICO because of the SEC coming in and everything. So I think what's actually happening is probably a good thing for the crypto community as a whole.
No, I agree. Not only is it like shitty ICOs, there's a lot of just straight up scams like Ponzi schemes and like referral like MLM companies and whatnot that just straight up steal your crypto. And same with
Yep.
exchanges. I've lost fucking tons of bitcoins, not tons, but a
Fucking
fair
loser.
amount at random exchanges like Coins Markets, BitGrail, and
Yeah, you
I feel
gotta
bad for
watch out for
everybody.
those scammy exchanges. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
need to
I feel
name
bad for
names, but
everybody who lost their money on Mt. Gox, but I can't complain. Just keep it positive. But there's so many scams left, right, in center in crypto. You just have to kind of hold your coins as close as possible, and if you're looking at an ICO, just assume it's a scam and make sure that you do a ton of research on it.
yeah, well,
I think it's a good thing John stopped promoting ICOs
oh,
because
for sure. I mean, he's got nothing to promote these days.
yeah.
But arguably the biggest scam through all this was BitConnect, right?
Oh yeah, a big one. I'm not sure. Did you ever see if they launched their version 2? I'm not sure if they pulled that out.
Yeah, like Bit Zero or something it was supposed to be
Yeah,
called,
they're
or
coming
some shit
out
like
talking
that. I
about
don't know.
ICOs. They're coming out with an ICO to pay people back, which is just a crazy
I
concept.
think what happened was the SEC stepped in and they prevented them from raising any additional funds, and now a couple of the top level people are being pursued legally. So I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Even some of the people who weren't founders or really like didn't have any positions at the company, they were just like big time promoters. I can't remember their names off the top of my head, but some of them are were named in the indictments as well. So all in all, was a
Wow.
pretty shitty experience for everyone involved. And I remember looking and like the people who were promoting BitConnect, because it was like some like MLM type thing where you promote it and then you get other people to invest, and when the other people invest, I guess you get like a portion of whatever they
Yeah,
invest or
yeah,
something like
definitely.
that.
I tried a little one of those before. I did
Yeah,
lose money.
I mean, there's so many of them popping up, but BitConnect just was actually like, I think at one point it was in the top 20 market cap. So
Yeah,
it was
it
like
was. I think it
pretty
was top 10.
popular.
Honestly, it could have been. I think it
Yeah, it
was
might
top
have
10.
peaked in the top 10
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy because we almost got convinced to invest in it. Remember? I don't want to say who, but remember, he almost got us to put in a Bitcoin each, and he ended up not doing it. It was like a week later they shut down. So
Yeah.
I'm so glad, and so glad just because from my previous experience, I told myself I'll never do it again. I'm glad we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Talking about maybe governments, SEC, and whatnot, I was looking, and India's having a problem right now. They banned all exchanges and trading in crypto and buying cryptocurrencies, and I think the Superior Court just backed that as well. So it's totally banned in India. I have a boy in India. He's a pretty big crypto influencer. He has a lot of followers and he's working on a couple projects. So he said, if you have an exchange that allows Indians to buy, I have thousands of people trying to buy crypto in India, and we just don't know what to do. So huge opportunity there. And not sure
Definitely
what
an
India
opportunity to
is.
get ass raped by the Indian government. You know,
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely. They won't
risky
let you take a
business.
dollar. They won't
And
let you
what
take a
everyone
dollar.
there, like, how much do they want to buy? You know, it's like,
Yeah. No, I mean, there's no exchange for them. They're not able to buy. It's a problem for them, and I guess in India, I know a lot of people are investing to get better means in the future for themselves, and now they're not able to invest into crypto, so it's kind of just just a straight buzzkill for them.
yeah, definitely, definitely. But I think like a lot of those countries, they're just trying to mitigate the risk on the banks right now, and they don't know what to do. Like I saw that there were, I can't remember which bank it was, but one of the big banks was caught unlawfully shutting down and closing, suspending accounts that were crypto related. Whatever it was it, corporations, or it was personal accounts where they're cashing and investing in crypto. But either way, the banks are not having it. And if you saw, like, Facebook, they had banned crypto ads not long ago, and then Google followed suit. So they were banned across the two largest advertising platforms online. And then Facebook just recently re-enabled all crypto ads, which is really good news for the community, but at the same time, shows you how a lot of these big corporations and essentially governments are looking at it as a risk and just trying to be able to mitigate their risk. Like, Facebook still has ICOs banned, so you can't advertise your ICO, but you could advertise, your crypto related project, whether it's, an existing blockchain, or if it's an education company or financial services, something like that. Um,
Yeah, I don't
they
think Facebook is maybe trying to shut down all cryptocurrency related ads because I think they have a team working on blockchain, and on top of that, I think there's some rumors that Facebook may buy Coinbase. I heard it a couple times.
I
I'm not
have heard
sure
that too.
where I've seen it.
Yeah, that was trending. That article went viral, like, I think last week.
And
And
I could see Facebook buying Coinbase for a couple
yeah, they're
billion or
definitely
whatever it
just trying
is.
to, like, figure out how to maximize the whole space, right?
And they could integrate Coinbase or I guess their own company in all the payment structures and use that for paying ads and whatnot. I think if they did that, that'd be a super power move for Facebook. People at Coinbase would get a huge payout set for life for sure.
Yeah, the executives would for sure make some good money off of that deal. I'm sure it would sell for a record
I
amount.
think everybody's trying to get into crypto right now. This is a quick fact. The Sacramento Kings are actually mining cryptocurrency in their NBA arena, and specifically Ethereum. So, not sure how expensive that would be for them, but it's profitable.
Well, it seems, yeah, exactly. If they're still doing it, it's probably profitable.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you saw just recently, but we're both in Canada right now. We're both
yeah,
residents of Panama, but we're in Canada right now for the summer. And Canada was one of the countries, there's 5 countries that launched this tax enforcement alliance, basically. So they're trying to, like, cut down on cybercrime and
yeah, yeah,
crypto related crimes across the internet. And the joint chiefs of or sorry the IRS is calling this the joint chiefs of global tax enforcement. So the countries involved are Australia, Canada, the Netherlands, the UK, and the US. And this could be what is really creating a lot of fear in the market, especially, you mentioned the Ontario residents selling all of their crypto. This could be one reason why, because, they're technically every single trade is a taxable transaction.
yeah, yeah.
So these countries are definitely going to be subpoenaing some big companies, big exchanges, and getting all of their data. And I'm sure some people are going to get hit with some nice tax bills because of it.
Yeah, definitely. Some early on buyers. I think, yeah, people are unloading maybe for the taxes. I think a lot of people, to be honest, probably think they can get away with not paying taxes too. because
Oh,
it is
definitely.
crypto, and maybe they'll try and use some privacy coins like Dash or Pivex and whatnot, and keep spending as little as possible for as long as possible and whatnot. I think a lot of people will try to just spend the cash and you know because there's a lot, even in Ottawa where I'm at, if you take out less than $10,000, you don't have to sign a FinTrack form, so you can
Right.
just keep doing that or whatnot. I think it's kind of good though that they are, the regulations are coming, so they're kind of
Definitely.
acknowledging crypto and they're opening the gates. Like, I'm waiting for, the bridge. Uh, sorry, what I'm trying to say is I'm waiting for, technology to come and the bridge, the gap to the. I'm trying to say bridge to
Bridge
gap.
the gap, bud. Bridge the
Yeah,
gap. Get it
yeah,
out.
exactly. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. When we can start using crypto every day,
Hmm.
and using them in stores and whatnot, and I think that's when shit's gonna really pick up, and people will start using it every day and in stores, and the argument to that is that people are saying people don't want to accept services and businesses don't want to accept crypto because it's fluctuating so much, but there's programs and codes that will actually sell into US dollar as soon as it happens. I know Electra's doing that and Dash is doing that and a lot of other coins. So you can change, let's say your business and you take in a payment. As soon as you take it in, it'll change into US dollars and it'll go into your brokerage account or whatnot. So, as
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I think like the big unknown here is like the infrastructure is just not ready to actually enable that. Like as a business owner, if you're doing sales on a Thursday or a Friday, like you need that money as soon as possible because you have expenses, you have overhead, and you have to pay those bills. So if you're using Ethereum or something to get payments for your business, and then someone launches the next crypto kitties and the network's backed up for days, it's like that could put someone out of business, literally.
yeah, no, definitely, you'd need to pick a better coin with quicker transactions, less transaction fees, and things like that. But no, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's just not scalable,
Yeah,
right?
it's not.
Like
It's as of
at this
now, it's
time.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely, and I think it's what a lot of companies have tried doing. A lot of scam ICOs I see as well are offering, crypto cards, crypto debit cards, but a lot of them have failed because they try to partner up with Visa or Mastercard, or it just those are yeah, I'm waiting to see one that's actually going to really work, and I think having a crypto card or a crypto debit card would be cool. And as soon as a solid one does come out, I think I would definitely grab one for myself. Even though I wouldn't want to spend my crypto when everyday crypto comes to life, and you can spend crypto, it would be hard not to just spend it. I think it's a bit easier to spend your crypto than spending cash, in my opinion.
Yeah, for some, I guess it depends how, early you got into crypto as well. Like
Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
if you could have been part of like, because now we're like basically the golden age of ICOs is done pretty much, where like every fucking buddy made money on the ICOs. Like if you could go back in time and you could get into one ICO, like which one are you picking?
If I could go back and go into an ICO, like how back?
As far back as you want.
You know what? I think the most profitable one was Neo or Ethereum.
Yeah,
Those
I'd go with Ethereum. I think I read somewhere
Neo
that
did like 100,000%. I could pull it up right
well,
now,
Ethereum
but
made something like 10,000 millionaires, which is just like that's nuts.
so I'll pull up the ROI since ICO and I'll go since time, and then
Yeah, there's some other big companies who are using like blockchain.
actually, I think the okay, so the top four, since Neo was in there, and I think I did say that. So next did, let me count this quickly. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's 600,000%.
Wow.
So what is that times 600? Whatever you put in, or is it times 6,000 of whatever you put in? Which
6,000,
is
yeah.
which is yeah, 6,000. That's crazy. One Bitcoin and you get 6,000 back. You could definitely spend a few on a Lambo or in a mansion for sure.
Yeah.
IOTA is second, Ethereum's third, and Neo's fourth.
Oh, really? I think
Yeah.
Ethereum was just like,
I think it was
um,
the first one to have such massive success.
and
I
they
mean,
were
like,
real deep in the crypto community too. Like the people who were investing who had bought bitcoins at like nothing, and then or like a few dollars, like $100 or a couple $100, and then Ethereum. I
was that
remember.
sense?
Well, it was like one Bitcoin got you like 1,000 Ethereum or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
So it
yeah.
was like just pretty crazy. Like you put in 5 Bitcoins, you get 5,000 Ether. Just insane ROI on that. And now it's
It's
like,
crazy to think about it. You know what?
yeah,
Honestly, though, if I bought 10,000, 20,000 Ether, I probably would have sold it too early. Honestly, and I would have probably bought back in.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Well,
so
that's your choice as a trader, right?
yeah, definitely. A lot of other people would hold for life
Yeah,
or
a lot of
hodl
people are on the hodl train right now,
for
and
sure,
and there's people like, just basically slamming Bitcoin. Like, what's that
for
guy's
sure.
name? Like Doctor Doom. Have you
Yeah,
heard of
yeah.
that
There's a
guy?
lot of negative people. I haven't heard of him, but there's a lot of people like him. And for example, on Facebook, he's in our group, and he always posts that um, all the bear articles and whatnot, and he's
Yeah,
super negative and whatnot. So you
I feel
have
like a
people
lot of
who,
them have a hidden agenda too.
well, I know some of them have personally lost money, and it maybe was so quick, and they're just so turned off from it, and they're like, I never want, like, it's so stupid for them.
Yeah,
And
or
maybe other
they
people
work at
think,
a bank like JP Diamond or Jamie Dimon,
yeah,
whatever his
yeah, yeah.
name is.
And you have 140 declined patents on cryptocurrency, and yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, this guy, Dr. Doom, he always posts like hodl nuts will hold their melting bitcoins all the way down to zero while scammers and whales dump and run. So it's like you're just spreading like the worst doom possible.
Yeah, I think if this isn't advice, but I think if you're holding this far in, fuck, you might as well keep holding. It's where most coins are 70, 80% down at the all-time high. So if you've come down this far, don't lose hope. If you can
Yeah.
afford it, that is. Don't give up.
Yeah, that's it. Well, a lot of people are losing their shirts right now,
For
and
sure,
when they're
for
selling,
sure.
they're taking huge L's, and it's just not a good idea. But some people leverage themselves more than they should have, obviously, right? Because you need money for your life,
For the
and
downtimes.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You need to be in
Yeah.
some fiat, but
Everybody thought we were going straight to $100,000. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I remember when it was pumping past, like Bitcoin pumped past 12K, 15K. I remember when it hit 10K, actually, everyone was like, whoa. And then if you think about it, like it doubled again, like pretty much hit
Yeah, for
20K,
sure. Yeah, yeah.
So
10K
it's
was
like,
the first
yeah, it's
milestone,
like a
like selling
five-figure
Bitcoin at
Bitcoin.
10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then it just went to, yeah, it did go to 20K, and then from there on it just kept falling. And yeah, it's just all market cycles. That's all what it is. And a lot of people are in fear right now, and there's a lot of people saying, I told you so, I told you so. But you know when there's the most pessimistic, like, that's when you should be buying, and that's when you should be holding, not when everybody is selling their house to buy Bitcoin at 19 grand. People who wish they said they bought Bitcoin at 6, 7K, 5K, they all had the opportunity to 1 week ago. But when it's in 20, 30K, everybody's gonna say the same thing, like, I told you so, I told you so. So
Hmm.
I think, like, as a trader, you kind of had to trust in yourself, and follow your guts. And yeah, don't over leverage yourself. If you can't afford it, just wait it out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's some big companies experimenting with the blockchain now. So we'll see how it all develops. I think IBM is experimenting with the blockchain. They just completed their first transactions with 5 banks. 2 of them were HSBC and Deutsche Bank, so some large banks. So we'll see like if that has any impact on Ripple or
Yeah.
where that actually goes because I'm curious how they're using it.
Well, blockchain is cheaper than any bank, and
That's what
that's
they're
proven.
saying. The bank is still using Swift, which is like a Swift transfer. That's from like freaking early 1900s. Like
Yeah,
how
and
are we still using that?
not only is it expensive, it takes fucking forever. It takes, and especially like for instance, my rent with blockchain, this could have been fixed in seconds, and I could have paid it. For instance, my rent in Panama, I'm in Canada right now, so it's a hassle to pay it. Because in Panama it's so much easier to send it. But I sent the payment and I sent it to the bank account he closed. Well, maybe in crypto I would have honestly lost it, but if it was a bank and they had some smart contracts, that would automatically send back to me, and I would have got it right away. It would have actually just got declined. The bank account wouldn't have worked or whatnot. But now I'm having to wait a couple days to receive that money back, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and then
have to wait a
resend
couple
it.
more days. And that $45 I paid to send it the first time, that was my mistake, so that's not waived. So I have to pay another $45. So $90 to send a transaction when it could have cost me a couple cents and get there in the same day. But now I'm waiting a week and paying
Yeah.
maybe 90 times more. So yeah, they're definitely just milking it. I think that another thing with that whole industry is the blockchain, it kind of deletes all corruption. So, and people who are doing the corruption are at the top, so they don't want it because they're putting all the money in their pockets. And that's kind of what I'm thinking too, because blockchain eliminates all corruption and any type of vulnerability that we know of right now. So I think that's another reason they don't want to do it, because they're making commissions, money, and all that, selling their packages, their savings accounts, all their stocks they're selling. Believe it or not, they make bonuses and whatnot. So that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah. So what's going on with Binance right now? I saw that Binance has issued like a huge risk warning and they suspended all their withdrawals. You know anything about that?
No, I'm not sure. It could have been maybe a bug. I think Binance had the hack. Was it? I forget which coin it was, but um, Binance also had the hack, I believe, which it sold people's coins and it bought. Fuck, I can't remember, but it bought it and it shot it up like 100x, and then people's
Sold it.
accounts got liquidated basically,
Yeah.
and they're stuck with the coin. And now that I think
What
no,
I don't
Binance
get is
isn't
like
down.
how can they suspend withdrawals but like maintain trading? Like they you could still trade on there, but they suspended all
Yeah, well,
withdrawals.
personally, I would like to still trade if there was suspended, because if I was stuck in a few positions, especially like in this market right now, I'd be fucking pissed. Like, especially if I was trying to do a trade for an hour or like five, or not 5 days, but like for a day, and then then I just found out I have to be in this position for 3, 4, 5 days because I can't log into my back portal or whatnot and do some trades. So at
Right.
least they're letting people like cancel their trades, and it's
Gotcha. So
it's
the people are basically just getting out of positions that they don't
I
want to
would
be
say
stuck
so.
in, and then they're just kind of waiting to see what's
If
up because
for
my
sure,
first concern was like what's going to happen from here. They suspended all withdrawals like
I would liquidate the trades that I could afford to, and like if I was holding anything long term, which you shouldn't on the exchange, I would just all tidy it up and get ready for it to move as soon as possible. As soon as the day I could withdraw it, out of there, because like that type of shit sketches me out.
for
If you're having
sure.
problems, I'm not going to use that exchange. Bittrex has been solid. Poloniex, I think. Well, I know they got bought out. I just forgot who. I think it was it J.P. Morgan's firm
I
who
can't
bought Poloniex.
remember. Yeah, I think it was JP Morgan. It was like a subsidiary of JP Morgan, I think.
Yeah, something like that, and for hundreds of millions, $400 million. So, you know, even though they're kind of sketchy ass people, but with the exchange in their hands, like I don't feel like I would lose my money, especially since it's based in the U.S. I know it's a weird logic maybe to think, but like BitChex is based in the U.S., so I know there's gonna be a lot of fucking files and claims and whatnot if our money does go missing, and I'd have a better chance than it being in like Australia or like Singapore
India.
or some India,
Yeah.
and that's gone. That shit's gone. Like BitGrail, they had that Neo or
That's
not
the
Neo.
Korean one, right? The Korean
Nano, I think
exchange?
it's actually Italian. It's an
Oh,
Italian exchange, and they said the court, after they got hacked, the court in Italy shut them down, so they're not able to withdraw or release the coins. They got hacked about $300 million worth of Nano coin. It was called, what was it called before that?
not quite sure.
Anyways,
But Binance is like, they're huge, bro. They're like the
yeah,
fifth
yeah, yeah.
biggest exchange, I think, or something. They're top five for sure. They're up there.
No, definitely. I probably do have something small on Binance right now.
Hmm.
Um, it is scary, yeah, but it's a risk, If you're trading, it's a risk everybody has to take.
For sure. Well, those are kind of the roundup of news stories that's going on now. I mean, it's a lot of negativity, I guess. A couple positive stories shining through, but all in all, seems like we're in for a little bit more of a bear market, which brings me to our next section here, which is the price prediction. So everyone's always giving Bitcoin price predictions. This is obviously not financial advice, but Bitcoin's sitting at 6,600 right now USD. Where do you think it's going to be 1 week from today? Over or under 6,600?
Over or under? Good question. I think. Hmm. Honestly, I'm being positive. I'm thinking we're sitting over the seven. We're like just stagnant. We just stabilize in the sevens, but that's what my guess is.
So you're saying over?
Over. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be bold here, and I'm gonna say under, just because I still think we have a little bit more bear market to go, and typically what these big institutions will do is price suppress any type of tradable commodity or asset, and I think we're going to push down closer to 5k before we actually make a breakout. But with that said, in a week Bitcoin has been pretty stable for the last week, so we could possibly just literally sit right around 6,600, or yeah, just under 7k. So I'm going to say under, so we'll see what's up in a week.
We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't, but
Yeah, and then token of the day. What do you got today for us, Weil? What are you looking at? Which token is intriguing you, caught your eye this week?
token of the day. You know what? Just honestly, as we mentioned it, and I'm more of a technical guy, so I'm just looking at the graph, and it looked pretty sexy to me as soon as I opened it. It was Nano, so even though they did get hacked hundreds of millions of dollars, that's what I said. When people are pessimistic, when people are negative, that's the time you buy, because even though some coins do go down some bad ways, have some bad news, they do good. And looking at Nanocoin, I'm gonna find the name of it. It was previously called,
It's
you're
Nano,
no,
Nano.
you're pretty big on it, XRB. It was Railblocks, that's what it was.
Oh,
Railblocks changed their name to Nano, and at the highest price, I think Railblocks was like 25. Let me look. Yeah, 20,
it's a
34.
privacy coin, right?
It's $34, and right now it's sitting at 2. So that's 1,000% ROI. That's the type of shit I look for. The volume's still great, $8 million in this market today, and it's 344 million market cap, sitting at 39, 38 rank. So the whole market's doing shitty, but like I said, this is the time where if you were to buy Nano, this would be the best price you could have literally bought it at, unless you bought it before it pumped. So these are the times you buy coins and try your luck. try whatever you can afford. Like I said, this isn't financial advice, but Nanocoin is my coin. I'm gonna write that down and keep watching that, because if Dan's right and we do go under and maybe hit 5,000, then Nano will get cheaper. A lot of coins will get cheaper. So if you do buy it now, you could just add on to it later. And if it does go up, then you're happy and you made some money. So yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, I'm excited for an ICO I invested in a couple months ago. It filled up in the private sale. They were supposed to do ICO, public ICO. They filled up. They hit their hard cap in the private sale, 50 million. It's called Video Coins. So I'm excited because the tokens are releasing this month. So I should be able to get a healthy ROI. No big deal there, but we'll see what happens. And aside from that, I'm just looking at Bitcoin because there's really nothing else to look at. It's going to be the first mover, either up or down, and the rest of the market will follow. I'm just hodl for the rest of my portfolio right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, talking about ICOs, I got into one like last month. I don't know, it was more of a risk, more of like a ballsy move, because I know ICOs have been doing so shitty, but it kind of just like I had check marks for everything, that I was looking for, and it was a new blockchain, it's a new technology, and that's the type of shit I like.
Pump it.
And
what's it called?
And it's called Omnitude. It already has products, it has sales, it has it's actually not Amazon, not ecom. They partnered up with ecom and they're making it integrated with ecom. I don't know that much about it, but it looked real great to me. And another thing is we do get ICO private like ICO offerings. So before the whitelist, we have 2 right now. So, if that's ever an interest for you guys, we only get good ones, and we can swing the deals and the discounts to you guys.
Yeah, we get some good private sale allotments. So we're happy to pass that on to you guys. Just hit us up. Leave us a comment, and in the future, for future episodes, we're going to pump out a couple of these episodes, and then we're going to start bringing on some guests. So if you guys have any suggestions of who you'd like to hear on Barstool Bitcoins, who you want to hear swear, or whatever it may be, let us know so that we can pester them a little bit, and hopefully you'll pester them as well to get them on the show here.
I think we should have a goal of getting, mine is John McAfee. I want to get that guy on the show.
Let's get him on the pod, but hit him up. Go find his ass in fucking Minnesota or wherever he is.
Yeah, he follows me on Twitter. I think he follows you too. He actually replied to me in the DMs, so I'll fucking throw a DM. If that doesn't work, I'll have to go find him. But he would be
for
great.
Sure him who replied to you.
Yeah, true. I forget about that type of stuff.
Well, not to discredit you or anything. It's pretty cool still, but let's get John on the pod.
If
you're listening, John, hop on, bud. We'll put up with all your shit. We'd love to hear what you got to say.
Definitely.
All right. Well, I think it's time to wrap things up. Thank you guys for listening to the first episode of Barstool Bitcoin. We'll see you guys in the next episode. And that's it for now. Signing off. Dan here and Wow Rajab.
Yep. Signing off. See you guys in the next episode.